2, 1. Good afternoon and welcome to the second week of Before the Kickoff. My name is Matthew Jackson and this is where we discuss the current NRL week and give our expert tips for everyone. And of course, much more. So firstly, I'd like to introduce Mitchell Carman, who was here last week, and of course Nathan Court, who was here for the first time. How are we going, boys?
Good. I was on fire last week and I'm looking to do the same again.
Okay. How about yourself, Nathan?
Yeah, feeling good. Keen for a good week of NRL. Looks like there'll be some close games.
Yes, there could be. Tough week. So we might just jump straight into it, boys. So, first up on Friday is the game between South Sydney and Cowboys. So the odds for this game, South's at $1.32, Cowboys, long odds at $3.50. This will be the 150th game for Matt Scott. And the Cowboys have not a good record. They've lost the last 7 of 8 against the Rabbitohs. So Mitchie, who do you like in this game?
South.
150th
150th game for Matt Scott will be a loss, and they'll have lost 8 out of the last 9. Again, like last week, South win by double figures or more.
Okay. Nathan?
Yeah, I agree with Mitchie. Souths are just too good here. They're top of the table with Melbourne, and I think they'll show why.
Fair enough. Okay. I agree with you too there. So we have 3 for South. Next up was the other Friday game. It was between Sharks and Tigers. Sharks at $1.52 favourites and Tigers at $2.60. Paul Gallen's out this week for Sharks and Chris Hyington will replace him. And 13 of 14 against the Sharks Tigers have, so interesting stat there. Mitchell?
I'm going on the Tigers this week. Jacko, I'm going a bit of an upset. I think it'll be close, but with Tigers at the value, I'm willing to take them.
Yes, what do you think about the 13 or 14 against Sharks? It's an interesting stat there, isn't it?
It doesn't really mean too much to me. Sharks played well last week, but I think the Tigers, they played alright against the Broncos 2 weeks ago and pretty shit house last week. So I'm willing to take them this week and a bit of a gamble. I could have egg on my face, but we'll see.
I see, so that's your rugby for the week.
Probably have egg on my face, actually.
Okay.
More than likely.
Nathan, what do you like in this one?
Yeah, I'm liking Sharks here. They played well last week, and during the week they signed Todd Carney again, so I think they'll build on that signing and moralise the Tigers, really.
Yes. What do you think his chances are for playing Origin?
It's a tough call. I'd probably put him in the first game, see how he goes, and after that, decide on to someone else, but work with what you've already been given, so.
Okay. Well, we'll soon see them. I think it's a couple of weeks until they decide that. Next game was, I suppose, on Saturday, and Bulldogs will play against the Warriors up at, I think it's Wellington or something. So the Bulldogs are firm favourites at $1.55, finding their form recently. I think they're back to their best. Warriors at $2.50. And an interesting stat we have here, 3 of the 16 games outside Auckland, they've won. So outside Auckland, even though they are in New Zealand, can't seem to win away from Auckland. Who do you like in this one?
Bulldogs. But you can make a case for the Warriors, but you can make a case for them every week. You just can't put anything on them. You've got to go the Bulldogs as a safe tip, and they'll win 9 times out of 10 this game.
Okay.
They're playing well again. They should be too good for the Warriors.
I think so. Nathan?
Yeah, I'm going Bulldogs here. And Warriors are bottom of the table and their football is just too wishy-washy. I'm not a fan and I think Bulldogs will run over the top of them.
Yes. They played alright last week against, I think, with the Titans. Titans almost, I still don't think they can play for 80 minutes, the Warriors. So yeah, my tip again is the Bulldogs. So we have 3 Bulldogs. Alright, so Mitchie, we'll start with our new segment of Coach Killers. Take it away.
Alright, we're looking at the player from the team we're just talking about, the Warriors. Number 17, I'm sorry if I pronounce this wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's Peter Godinez. I know you're not a fullback, but when the team needs you to do a job, you just go in there, you pick the ball up, and you run it out, and you take the tackle. I can't remember if you're ahead by 7 or 6 at the time. I think it was 6, which makes it even worse. First of all, you decide to pick the ball up in the corner and take it around the short side. You get away with that somehow, and you make it back to the 40-metre line. A good return, sure.
Yes, good return. I like
but
that.
no, you decide to throw a miracle ball to the referee, and you lose it. So Peter Godinez, that was woeful, and that was a coach killer.
Very nicely done. Good start with the Coach Killers. Okay, moving on.
Lucky it didn't cost them.
It could have. I mean, they only won by 1 point. Imagine that.
Stick to hooker.
Okay. Next game is the Broncos, Cordy's team. They're $1.48 against Eels, who are $2.70. And they've won 5 out of 20 at home against Broncos, have the Eels. So not a good record there. Mitchie?
Broncos by a lot. Eels are shit.
Eels are shit.
Broncos live by double figures at least, just like South.
Okay. Straight to the point, Nathan.
Yeah, I think the mighty Bronx will get up. Should smash them this week after a loss to South Sydney. Played well, but I think they'll be looking to rebound with a meaning this week. So I just don't see Eels even coming close.
No, they haven't been playing that well, the Eels, and their $2.70 is unders in my opinion. Okay. Next up is the Raiders game. So Raiders $1.60, the Knights at $2.40. And they're going for 8 in a row at Canberra Stadium, the Raiders. So that's a good performance there at the home. They have been pretty strong at home, normally. Can they show similar form from last week against Melbourne? Mitchie?
Yeah, I think they can. Again, I think this will be a close game, and I think it'll be a toss of the coin. I was tempted to go Raiders at home, but again, toss of the coin, so I think Knights is a value. And the corresponding game last year, Knights beat them by a lot, so they're showing they can do it. And I can't believe I'm tipping them, but I'm going for the Knights.
Knights, okay. Nathan?
Yeah, I'm also liking the Knights actually. I think Wayne Bennett is finally coming around with the Knights. They're doing well, up in 5th spot. And, you know, they've lost Jared Mullen this week, but Kurt Gidley comes in for him. And I just think, you know, they'll be able to show good form and beat the Raiders at home. Tough game.
Yes. Okay, so you're going Knights, are you?
I am going Knights.
Okay, that makes 3 of us. I'm going Knights as well. This is my upset of the week. I think that Raiders, they had a tough game against Melbourne last week at Melbourne, so I'm not sure if they'll be fully fit, ready for this game. Knights, the bounce back factor, Knights in my opinion. Okay, next up we have Titans and the Dragons. So Titans, firm favourites at $1.55, Dragons at $2.50. News is that Morris will not play. And yes, that's a big loss for the Dragons there with Morris. And Dragons, 3 of their last 12 away Dragons they've won, so that's pretty bad. Haven't been playing well away lately. And I'd like to ask you, what do you think about the new signing, Josh Dugan, and will you reckon he'll play this week?
I couldn't see him playing this week. He's even being considered.
He has been. They did talk about him joining this week, but I wouldn't be putting him in. He's been away for too long.
I hadn't heard anything about it, but I couldn't see him playing this week. Hey, I think when players are, there's no doubt he's a pretty good player. And Sharks have shown with Todd Carney that even with trouble with history, he still go alright. So I don't think it's going to be the worst signing in the world, but we'll find out soon enough anyway. I'm going with the Dragons. I don't know why.
Depends on.
Brett Morris is out, but that's been probably Titans are just 2 hit and miss for me. And again, with the value, I'm going to take the Dragons. Titans have got too many egos. I'm going the Dragons.
Okay, fair enough.
They should have won last week. They should have beaten me.
Yeah, poor display from your mate, Jamie Soward.
Yeah, James Stout, oh, they got rocked as well. There's nothing forward passes.
Yes.
They should have won.
We can blame the refs for some of these incidents lately, they're good at that. You going with the Dragons or?
No, I'm just going Titans here. I just don't like the Dragons. They're not convincing yet, and even though Titans aren't that convincing either, Titans at home, are they? Or Dragons at home?
Titans home.
Yeah, Titans.
Yeah, I just think Titans at home are going to be too strong. So
Yeah, same here, I
it'll
reckon.
be about 10-point margin.
10 points, okay.
They'll probably get their 3,000 crowd there. 3,000 strong they'll be.
They did show a good performance late in, I think it was Auckland last week.
Dragons have won 3 of the last 4 of the Gold Coast.
Have they?
That's an interesting quick stat for you.
Good stat, okay. But 3 of their last 12 away, so
Could be close through.
maybe.
Unless they've only played 12 games in 2 years.
Alrighty. So next up we have Nathan's Caught Out. Can you explain this one for us?
Okay, caught out is where I choose one team that you may think are firm favourites, but really the prices are lying to you. And this week is the South. They're paying $1.32 over the Cowboys, and I can't see why they're so big. I mean, I'm going South, but at $1.32 it is risky to put money on them. Cowboys $3.50. They're not the worst side in the world. You know, they came into the season, you know, maybe an outside chance to take the flag. JT and Bowen haven't shown their true capabilities yet, and I think if JT can hit his best, that there could be an upset brewing.
Okay.
So don't get caught out tipping the South this week. Think twice before you do.
Alright, well done. Good segment, I like it. So that was Nathan's call out. So we'll move on to the last two games. So I think this last Sunday game is between the Storm and the Panthers, and Storm are the shortest price favourites this week at $1.15. Panthers very low on odds at $5.75. So some value there if you think they're a chance. And the Storm are going for 11 in a row against the Panthers this week. So a very, very big margin. Sorry, very big win there. 11 in a row. Not too many teams have done that against teams. So you're going Storm here?
Storm.
Pretty easy week. Storm.
Easy.
Yep. Storm.
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 Panthers are pathetic. Storm are amazing. Be a
Okay.
huge
Storm are
margin.
the best side I've seen.
That could be a 50 on the board.
50. Alright.
There could be 50.
Okay. Well, they were similar odds last week against Raiders, but they couldn't come away with the win.
It'll be
But
close to 20 minutes. Yeah.
could be a cricket score, as some would say.
I'm
Yes, I'm going Storm. I think they'll bounce back after last week. Barnley are up and firing. And last up on Monday, we have the game of the round, in my opinion. We have the Roosters up against the Sea Eagles. Roosters paying $1.77 and Sea Eagles at $2.08. And Steve Maddai is back this week after his one-match suspension. And they have 11 wins in 65 games, Roosters, at Brookvale, and they haven't won since 2004. So who do you like in this one?
I'm going the Sea Eagles in a tight one again. It's hard to say anything. Sea Eagles are winning.
Cool. Yeah, well, I agree with Mitchie. I reckon
Roosters just don't like the big games enough for me yet. To tip them.
yeah, I like the Sea Eagles at home. I think after their loss to South at home, I mean, I don't know what the stat is, but I would say they haven't lost twice in a row at Brookvale for a long time. So
You're right.
I'm backing the Sea Eagles here to do it for their fans at least.
The Roosters have lost 6 consecutive matches at Brookvale.
Yeah.
I think they'll make it 7.
Yeah,
Make it
I
7,
agree.
okay. Well, I'm going Roosters. I think they're playing very well lately. And Sea Eagles, although despite...
Who are they beat? They beat no one.
Yeah, but they're just playing well. They've got the quality to do it. They're a top 4 side, so man, this will be a great game, I think.
No one.
It's a tough
They're a top,
decision.
yeah, I agree. I think Roosters are a good side, but
They're good
at
bad,
home
bad.
at Brookvale against the Sea
They
Eagles.
can definitely win, but I can't say it with any faith.
No. I had more faith in the South, and they did. They showed why, but South were a lot better than Roosters. They showed that in
They showed
round one.
in round one. South's a different side to the Roosters. There's 2 teams in this competition. The rest are just there to make up numbers.
Fair enough. It's an interesting game, this one. Could go either way. So it'll be on Monday night on Fox Sports. Watch it, it'll be a good game. So, it's time for... It's supposed to be Glenn's turning up, but he hasn't shown up again. Poor form. Turn it up, Glenn.
Where is he? Bloody slacking in Brisbane.
I'm probably cracking a 4-hour goal as we speak.
Yeah, it's
2
possible.
pots of lager and a packet of chips.
Okay, so I guess I'll have to take over for him. So my turn up this week. I was watching the footy show yesterday night, and they were performing field goals. So they had JT and James Maloney on one team, and 2 guests on the show on another. So when JT goes to take his field goal attempt, he absolutely shanks it with his right foot, which is his dominant foot. I did check that.
Did you check that?
I did
Are you
check
sure he's
that.
not left-footed?
I'm pretty sure he's right-footed. He takes
Okay.
his conversions with his right foot. And anyway, he takes his field goal and sends the ball flying to the crowd and hitting someone straight in the head. Now tell me, boys, how can someone who plays number 6 for Queensland and Australia, and arguably the best playmaker in the game, miss a field goal
Arguably.
by that much right in front? Surely he practices them. So I'll tell you what, if Cowboys are in Golden Point, I'm putting all my money on the other team. Thurston, turn it up.
Turn it up on you for having him as arguably the best playmaker in the league. He's the best player in the league by a mile. He's head and shoulders above everyone else. And secondly, the footy show is doctored. doctored.
It
They
is
would have
doctored.
filmed that so many times. Oh,
It was live.
It just miraculously hit
It
someone.
was live.
It just miraculously
It was
hit
live.
someone in the head in the crowd. Like they didn't want that to happen.
It was live. Right in front. Who misses field goals from there? Number 6, plays for Australia.
I reckon there would have been a little bit of whispering behind the scenes.
Yeah, I reckon just
Just shake this one,
try
mate.
and put this one in row 4. Hit this idiot in the crowd.
Yeah?
Turn it up.
I reckon he put it straight through the sticks on his less dominant foot.
Because it wasn't set up.
No? Alright. We'll see about that.
How can you shake? No one can shake one into the crowd from right in front 10 metres out.
Well, he did.
Yeah, because they told him to.
Anyway, that's my turn it up this week. JT, turn it up.
Turn it up on you. It's argument, but doesn't matter. He uses everyone else's toilet paper.
Stop coming, Smith.
He's a number 9. Okay, maybe Cooper Cronk.
Yeah.
Cooper Cronk's just a toilet seat. But everyone else he uses for toilet paper.
Love
Right,
it,
yeah.
Mitch. Love it, Mitch.
You saw that pass last week.
I did.
I've never seen anything like it.
Bullet life.
He's a computer. He's got a computer brain.
Oh,
Oh well, maybe, hopefully, maybe Glenn, you can do better than me.
Hope so.
Alright boys, before we leave, I want your last final bet for this week. What's your sure thing? Your sure bet this week?
Sure bet.
Sure bet. Do you have a sure bet?
Oh, Storm.
Storm?
Storm.
just Storm.
Storm can't lose.
Is that it? You're just betting on Storm this week?
Well, it said sure bet. I was ready for a sure bet. Sure bet Storm. You got $1,000. Why is it?
On your $1.15, you're sweating on your 100,000.
Put 1,000 on.
I'd put 1,000 on Storm.
Like
So,
50.
I'd back $150 easily.
You got a lazy 1,000.
Alright, let me
Money
rephrase
for jam,
Alright,
man.
let me rephrase the question. Your one bet for the week, what would you do? You have $100.
$100 for the week. I'll put it on. I'll put it on Storm.
Just $100 flat on Storm?
Yeah. $500.
About $100, I'd
Okay.
be
Or
going.
Broncos.
Yeah, I'd be going a Storm and Broncos multi.
Okay.
That I don't know how much that would pay. I'm thinking about $1.60, but
Not much, I would imagine.
it's
$1.70.
$1.70. If I was looking to go even more, try to get $2, I'd go south in there as well.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna go, I don't know, I haven't really looked at it to be honest. We got Knights here at $2.40. I like them, they're my upset for the week. I'd put my $100, actually I might put $50 here on Knights. And I'll go another roughie this week. I reckon, let's have a look here. I reckon Cowboys at $3.50, good value.
Wasted $50.
Yeah.
50 bucks, alright, okay.
They can't.
150th game for Matt Scott. Is he going to perform for him?
They're an outside chance.
If they do perform, yeah, but how can you have any
You
faith?
even said yourself, Cowboys have a chance.
I did say
You
that.
wouldn't
You
put
did
bad
say
money.
I did say that.
You wouldn't put bad money.
I wouldn't be putting money on it, but they're an outside tip.
Every
That-
side's an outside.
This show's getting out of order. We might end this here. Thank you everyone for listening.
What about my multi? I'm 1 from 1.
Yeah, it's okay. We got a multi this week for
I'll
us.
go with multi. This one, unlike last week, I said last week you'd be lucky to get it, and you were lucky. But this week is bulletproof, boys. This can't lose.
This can't lose. Alright, we got that on film. If this does lose,
This cannot lose.
South Sydney, Bulldogs, Brisbane, $3, triple your money, right piss in your pants.
this is your pants. Okay.
That's $3. That pays $3, does it?
Yep.
I'll put some money on that. I think.
I can't lose.
I like that. That's good.
Okay.
So I'll be 2 from 2 next week.